Well, good morning. Welcome back to Allison Customs Project Car TV. Today is another Tool Bag Tuesday. It's got a pretty simple one for you, but it's pretty often overlooked, and it really has to do with how you're going to keep track of parts for whatever your new project is. I made a huge order with Rock Auto, and they are not one of my normal suppliers. It's just that the car I'm working on is a 2006 Nissan Sentra, and it just kind of needs all the fluids, all the belts, all the hoses. It's got a lot of miles on it. Just needs to be reconditioned. I don't know what you want to call it. For getting that many parts on a Nissan, Toyota, Honda, any of those kind of parts or any of those kind of vehicles, I really don't have good suppliers for those. I have good suppliers for custom things and some OEM replacement parts. Let's face it, Rock Auto has an amazing website, and they're not sponsoring this, but credit where it's due. They have a great website. You can get on there, list your vehicle, and see every possible thing they have for sale for your vehicle. So honestly, a lot of times I get on there, find all my part numbers, and then go start searching everywhere else to see who's got the best deal. Okay, so chances are if you get 1, 2, 3 parts from a company, you're going to open that box, find your parts, look, check and make sure they're damaged, and move on. What happens when you order 40 pieces, 30 pieces, 100 pieces? Much like a business, you need to do an inventory. And you, as an individual, buying 30 or 40 pieces and parts from one company is no different than any business. Allison Customs buying 30 or 40 pieces. If we don't do an inventory, we don't know if we received those parts or that they were in proper condition to be installed. So once you make your order, print off your order form. Again, Rock Auto is kind of cool because they put them in alphabetical order for you by the manufacturer after you've ordered. Every time you get a box, I've already had 3 this week, and you can see the little pile that's growing here. Every time you get a box, get out your knife, open said box, and I try to do this in the same location every time. Like we're sitting here at this shelf, I don't open the box down by another project or down somewhere else. I try and bring the sealed boxes up to my wherever location I'm using for storage. In this case, we got 1 part. Just check the box thoroughly, make sure there's nothing else in there. So we got 1 new strut, and this is FCS Auto, so we go through the list. FCS 1332355R. That matches the part number we ordered, and put a check mark that we received it. We're still missing the left, and we're missing the rear, and some other stuff, but that's it. You check it off the list, put it in your storage location. Now, some of you have seen this this storage already. So you have not, go back and watch the video where we were working on the shop. But if you don't have this, or if it's a lot of little parts, get yourself a big tub, a little tub, somewhere that you're storing all your parts until you've accounted for them all, and then check their condition. If this box here had any damage on it, we'd open the whole box up and make sure all the pieces and parts were in there. As an example, when I got this box, it was open, so you just open it up. Yeah, we have a fuel pump, we have the little hoses and the other stuff, and the bag is sealed. And then that can go back in the box, close it up, set it aside, and you've got your parts, and you've got a list saying that you received them all. That way, if you're missing a part, you can call and say, hey, I'm missing part number blah, 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 and I have received all of the packaging you've said you were going to send me. Or I received part number whatever, and it was damaged. The box was tore up in the inside. It's, whatever is broken. If you don't do that, and you don't do it in a timely manner, you often can't get the parts replaced at all. They'll just say, well, you've had 2 months. You let this stuff sit for 2 months before you tell us. Some of the bigger, more reputable companies, it's easier to get that stuff replaced. Small companies, though, I mean, once that stuff leaves their inventory, they may not have a replacement. So you really need to be on top of that so that you make sure you're not losing money on your project. Today's Tool Bag Tuesday. You need a pen, printed list, get yourself a knife to open your boxes, and then do it in a dedicated location, whether it's next to your tub, on a shelf, in the trunk of the vehicle you're working on. It doesn't matter, as long as all those parts end up together as much as totally possible prior to you starting to work. And that way you make sure you get all your stuff. That's it. I'm done preaching at you. You guys have a great day, and we will see you next time on Tool Bag Tuesday.